flexing, rolling through the SWAT. Repping for the city, hear him in the parking lot. Houston written across the jersey, ain't gon' never stop. Just fans got me tuning in, waiting for the drop. Astros, Texas, Rockets, Dynamo, they coming with it. When they pull up, got the city sitting on a fitted. Straight out A-Leaf, hold it down, ain't gon' never quit it. Just fans got me tuning in, let my dogs get it. Southwest A-Leaf, Texas, throw down here and it's so infectious. We ride for the Houston Astros, Rockets, Dynamo, and them Texans.
How's it going, everybody? It's Carlos, your host of the Just Fans podcast, and I'm joined here by Rios. How's it going, bud?
I took a 3-hour nap. I'm going to regret it. I'm trying to go to sleep later tonight.
What's up? I hate that. You take a nap in the morning, just take a break. 4 hours later, you can't sleep later on at night, and you're more tired the next day than you were when you took your nap. It sucks. I hate it. But hey, man, good to have you on board.
The joys of getting old.
Yeah, there you go. And today we got a special guest, defensive lineman straight out of Rutgers University. We got the one and only Mayan Ahanotu. Man, how you doing today? What's going on with you?
I'm doing good, man. I've just been training my butt off in the hot Florida sun. Grateful for you guys to have me on. Appreciate y'all.
Oh, no problem, man.
Yes,
Dude, when I saw your like your height and all that, I'm just over here like, oh my gosh, like NFL.
I would hate to be tackled by this man.
Yeah, no, you're a wall. How's that going for you, man? Like, how have you been able to use that in your game and apply your height, your weight, and size, and all that?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely just a blessing and a lot of hard work in the weight room and stuff, and just training with the trainers and stuff, and really believing in them and trusting in them, and also the nutrition side as well, and just making sure every year you get bigger and stronger. But it's really just a blessing too. Obviously, you get genetics and everything like that. So yeah, it's really. But once you get in the game, it's really, you can see a lot of guys that are my size as well that play with bad technique and they get manhandled out there. So it's also about the little nuances in the game that make you a great player as well.
There you go. That's what's up. I like how you said about genetics. I was like, I'm 5'9" and I weigh 250. It's not the good kind. It's not the good kind at all. It's the one where like more, I'm where do you call it? Horizontally challenged. That's me. That's where that's coming out.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't get my mom's genetics. My mom was 4'9", so that could have went terribly for me. Thankfully, no, I'm 6'1", but my dad wasn't tall either. My grandfather side of the family was the tall ones. Most of them were like 6 and up.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad's like 6'3", and then my mom is like 5'10". So
wow.
Okay.
That's where I got my height from.
There you go. You got your good genes on. All right. So Philly special cards, they always message us whenever when they know we have an NFL draft prospect coming in and says, yo, hello, what's up, Philly? And then they said, hey, my brother's a Rutgers alumni. So there you go. Shout out to your brother.
That's awesome.
All right. So, with this whole training that you're doing with training, how much, since you started your training, how much have you noticed your change into, to the next level now than when you were like at the beginning of this past season at Rutgers? How much do you feel like you've elevated that game into the next level?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's definitely like, I feel like you really have to take it mentally piece by piece, like, because you're in season form, and especially it's like, it's just different because like, your career at your school is about to end, so you're heading into that next step and that next journey, which is not guaranteed and is not certain. You know what I'm saying? So you really just gotta train as hard as you can, and it's really specifically training for those drills on pro day and the combine and stuff like that. And it's not anything like football at all. Honestly, just becoming the best athlete that you can to get the best times and meet the requirements that you need to meet for those pro days and get the attention of those scouts. So that's really what I've been trying to do, and it's definitely a different type of training rather than like trying to hit somebody and get ready to play an actual game instead of just doing these drills in front of the scouts,
Yeah, no, 100%, dude.
So
have you been working out with some of your like former teammates, or you're working out with like some like guys from other colleges? Who have you been training with?
Yeah, I'm training at Athlete Innovations in Tampa, Florida right now. We got some other guys from like Florida State. We got some guys from San Diego State, Georgia Tech, just all over the country, and that's what makes it so special. Like, it's like you're not with your team anymore, but you're joining a new team for this period, and really just getting the collective group and working with those guys every single day. So you really get to know like what other programs were like, and you're like, okay, I see the differences between our schools, or a lot of similarities as well.
Okay. So let me ask you this. You since I know you're in training and things like that. So let me ask you so what does your daily routine look like right now as you're training to get to the next level? What does your daily routine look like?
So it depends. We usually have like 3 like major work days, which would be like 2 days. So let's say
Mhm.
like today, Monday, I'll wake up, get in the facility at like before 8, and then we work out. Probably we do an upper body lift this today, and then we'll get off. We'll be done at like 10:30 probably, and then come back 12:30 on the field, and then do work drills, 40 stances, starts, and everything like that, and then do position work as well. So just do that, and then yeah, that's what I did today. But it's like sometimes you get off days and everything like that, so it just depends on the day.
All right.
Gotcha. So talk to us a little bit about the nutrition. Like, do you have like a special diet they get to stay on, or is it just kind of looking with it? You're young and you can eat whatever you want, not to worry about it.
Yeah, I wish that's how it worked now, but now I'm on a meal prep plan right now, and it's definitely way different than what I've been eating in college and stuff like that. But it's definitely a eye-opening thing, and just realizing that what you put in your body is what you're going to produce outside, and when you're doing those drills and day to day, just working hard every single day. What you put in your body is going to show out once you start working out and exercising and trying to perform at your highest level.
Yeah. So I got a comment right here that I want to read to you. It's by Philly Special Cards, and they're asking, how is it playing with guys like Max Melton who are high in the draft? How was that experience like?
I mean, it was awesome, man. He's a great player, great guy in the locker room. I mean, I can't speak highly enough about him, man. I'm just happy that he's getting seen and being on the. He's literally he's just popped at the NFL Combine, and he's just going crazy. I'm
He's
happy.
about to get paid.
Yeah, he made a whole bunch of money. I actually put a tweet out there, and I was just like, pay him.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, hey.
Yeah, because man, he just made a whole bunch of money, and I'm just happy he got to show the whole world his talent.
There you go.
Yeah, that 40 time, that 4.3 speed, like, man.
I mean, he does that. That's an everyday thing for Max, honestly. Like he's been a freak since I met him. Like he would be running like the fastest times every day. Like he just does it on a regular basis, man. So
There you go. We got a comment from our friend Tyler Milner. Great shit, fellas, killing it. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching us, man. Yeah. Rios, I think it's you now, right? Because I use the other one for me.
No, so I guess speaking about the combine, I guess watching the other defensive tackles, like anything that stood out to you among their like as far as like their metrics and all that stuff. I know for you guys it's a little bit different. Like you guys don't get you don't have to run that super fast at the 40 or anything like that. But I guess what stood out to you among your peers among defensive tackles?
Right. I mean, I watched it, and I was really like, it's really harder for the combine guys because like they set the precedent of what the window is, So they're really the first guys that get seen and how to do all those drills. So they came out with the numbers and everything. So it's really just like it's really exciting to see because like you're not that far off when you're working months at this stuff, and you just get the times every week, and now you finally see it what the NFL the top guys are hitting, and so it's just really exciting to see, especially with my coming up soon.
Definitely. So let me ask you this. Before I start going into more questions, I want I want to show some of your highlights, and I got this one from it's a YouTube video. It's from Big Ten football actually, and it says 2024 senior highlights DL Mayan Ahanotu. And it's like a 2-minute video, but I guess if you can kind of, I have to put it on mute or else YouTube takes us off. So I'll put it on mute and then just kind of tell us, hey, a little bit about like some of the plays that you see or whatnot. So you're gonna be kind of like a play-by-play guy, in a way, So give me 1 second. Let me put it out there for you. All right, because I want folks to be able to see you in action, and what you're about. Because I saw this and I was like, oh, this is pretty good stuff. Y'all see my screen?
Yeah.
Y'all can see it? Okay, good. All right, Mayan. So give me 1 second. All right. All right, you're 92. You're
Yeah.
right there. Okay.
Oh, it's actually crazy. It's my first sack in my career, actually.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Aaron Lewis.
How'd you feel with that? I'll
Oh,
pause it there. How did you feel with your first sack of your career?
It was
Like, what was that? What was that feeling like? I guess walk us
it
through
was
that.
amazing, especially that was the 2020 season too. So it was just a lot of things going on, and I just like, man, that was towards the end of the year too, and it was just like, it was such a relieving feeling. It just like I finally got my first sack, man, and just to be able to do it with my boy Aaron Lewis is, man, there's nothing better.
There you go. Awesome. Glad to hear that, dude. All right, let's keep going. Let's see where you. Okay, so I love the celebrations, by the way. All right, 92. Look at you. Boom. Oh, is that the same? That's the same play. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
just the replay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. This is 2020 right here, Nebraska game. I remember it was super cold.
Against Nebraska.
Yeah.
Damn.
Came
Stop the running back.
right here.
Yeah.
I remember this play. That play was crazy. That play
The one before this one.
the play that we just watched was crazy because I remember like I came through like the whole because I did like a little stunt and I came through, and as soon as I hit the dude, like I just seen like static, like
because I see you right here.
Yeah, we're right.
I see you right there, and then
he's
running back's gonna go right through the middle or try. Yeah.
And I just boom.
And you said no, not today.
Yeah, not today.
Sent that man to the shadow realm.
All right. Right there. Look at that.
Ooh.
Dude, all you did was fall on top of him. That's hilarious. All right, let's see. All right, you're right there. Bam.
Little stretch
Man, a penetration.
You said not today, Ohio State.
See what we got here. Oh yeah, a little screenplay. Stick my foot in the ground, chase the ball.
There you go.
Nice little tackle, TFO.
There you go. It's like that. It's Maryland, right? Yeah, Maryland. I recognize that Baltimore flag anywhere.
I remember this one. This is just me just bull rushing, lifting my arm up, getting the sack, celebrating my team.
All right, next play.
Oh yeah, this is back to back.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's back to back, right?
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, I had to get my money.
That man had a family.
Yeah, hey, so do I.
Look at that. Northwestern?
Yeah, it's in Northwestern this past season.
Damn.
The big third down stop, man.
Yeah.
That was a great.
So before I continue this play, like tell me about like those third down stops, man. How do you how does that feel for you? Like, you know, the sack obviously it's gotta feel amazing, but I feel like a third down stop, you know, it has to have like a different feel. And correct me if I'm wrong, please. It has to have a different feel because you're like, you know, this is where I want to make sure that these guys don't get another inch, another yard, or whatever. Because if they do, damn, we got to do this shit all over again. So how do you feel making sure that I don't want this another drive to happen?
Yeah,
not another drive, another series.
Yeah, I mean in SHI Stadium, like on third down, we have the bells start ringing the. Dun,
oh, okay.
And it's just like a whole different feeling in the stadium, man. And so it's just like you really get that energy up, and you could see in the tape, it was kind of like on the plus side of the field, and they're kind of inching towards our end zone. And so we definitely, as a defense, just said no, that's not happening. And they were in a situation where they could have, they decided to run it because of the tendencies that they had and everything. And so I ended up just splitting the double team, and I could see where the back was on the other side. I could read. I could detect what kind of block it was going to be. And I just like, no, this isn't happening. This isn't happening. And I was waiting for that block all day because I was watching film on them. And, man, I finally got it. And being able to make the play for my team was amazing.
There you go. There you go. I love it. So you're the whole time you're looking for it.
Yeah, the running back's like a deer in the head, like, oh, shit.
He was like, no. All right, let's continue. Let's see. All right. Oh, I like the black uniforms, by the way. That's pretty cool.
Those are so tough. Those are like the hardest uniforms we have, in my opinion.
Yeah, those go really. I like them.
Those are dope.
All right. Wow.
So here's right here. I hit a little stunt move on him. Went across his face, made him fall to the floor. Being able to make the stop with my boy Dez.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Running back had nowhere to go.
Yeah, nowhere to go. Popped out.
Nowhere to go.
Had to take him down.
And yeah, you made it a 3rd and goal now. All right.
Oh, here we go. Just chasing the ball. Got a little fumble recovery.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Nice.
Like, I'll take that,
turnover.
thank you.
Oh yeah, it's mine now. Oh wow, that's awesome. Look at that.
Just chasing after the ball.
Man, that's how it is. Let me stop sharing.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yes,
I love
sir.
that. All right, let's see. Okay,
That's pretty
man,
cool,
that's incredible. Those are incredible highlights. Like I love the fact that like the running backs that couldn't get across from you at all. Like, do you think that's like one of your strongest suits, just making sure that the running back doesn't get through you at all, or is there anything else that you'd like to highlight on that?
I mean, honestly, I think it's just being able to get my 2 feet in the ground and be able to create knockback as soon as the ball snap. And I feel like that muddies the water for the running back. So that's where a lot of the times you see them jumping around and being able to pitter pat their feet. And the more they do that, the more time our defense has time to constrict the ball carrier and being able to just stop the run, which we did a great job of as a defense that whole year. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. It looks like, I mean, like y'all, like I said, it's just very, from what I saw here, it's just very dominant. I love it. I love every part of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you could describe your game in one word, what word would you use to describe your game?
Violent.
I love it. I love it.
No, there's no other way to be in the trenches, and especially as playing D tackle, going against 300+ pounders, O linemen every single time, and especially when you're in the middle, you're getting double teamed a lot of the time. So it's 700+ pounds really, and then you have to be able to throw your body into that and defeat the block and come through and make the play. So yeah, you got to be violent every snap that you play, and that's how I describe my game.
There you go. All right, so now I'm going to shift things over a little bit. So could you tell, using all that and from what we saw, can you tell us about what was in your opinion, your most successful season playing college? And what do you feel like you did to attribute to that?
Yeah, I mean, at Rutgers, this past season was the most successful season we had. We spent when I got there in 2020, we spent literally every single year just building the culture there and just getting the team together and being able to play the right way. And I felt like this group of guys that we just had this previous season, we had no issues at all. Just we wanted to win. That's all we cared about. That's all we wanted to do. And man, with everybody's efforts and just commitment to winning, it was amazing to finally come out on top and finally have a winning season since I think it was 2014 or something like that, and a bowl.
Oh, man.
So I mean, I'm really grateful just to be a part of that experience and opportunity to build a culture and build a foundation for Rutgers, and they're off to a great ways. I know they're going to do great things in the future.
There you go.
Man, what a way to end your college career.
Really? Yeah, that's
something better when you're finishing with a bowl win. So I know you're originally from Tampa. Like, what's it like living in Rutgers? Because it's like a completely, whole different lifestyle there in New York, New Jersey area. Talk to us a little bit about it.
I mean, originally went to Minnesota for 2 years, 2018 and 2019. And so that was a big change, just jumping from Tampa, Florida to going there. And man, I mean, going to Jersey, it was way easier than Minnesota because it was just, I mean, they had 4 seasons and the winters wasn't really that tough, So other than that, I mean,
because that cold up in Minnesota is a different kind of cold, I heard.
Yeah. So let me ask you, since you were in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken, that was like your freshman year. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Yeah. So your freshman year, and then I think the rest of your college career was at Rutgers. How different was the trend, or not? How different was the culture, I guess, at Minnesota than how do you call it? Than at Rutgers? And do you feel like if you were to stay at Minnesota, would you have adjusted as well as you did to Rutgers, or no?
I mean, the transition was easy. The defense was technically the same, so it wasn't really that much of a transition. It was an easy decision for me to really just go and transfer there because I already knew the defense. It was an easy transition for me. I just thought I'd have a better opportunity to play in there, and I did. I believe I had a great career at Rutgers.
Awesome.
Nice. Okay.
So me and Carlos, we're big foodies. So talk to us about the food culture out there in Jersey. I guess what was one of your favorite things to eat out there, or I guess what would be different than say like something that you could normally eat in like in Tampa?
Yeah. I think Jersey is really big on like pizza and wings and burgers and stuff. And I mean, they have top tier stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. What else do they have over there? I know it's not Philly, but they got great cheesesteaks over there too. Just all that type of food, man. That they really hone in on that.
Yeah, I bet like because you're from Tampa, so I'm sure the seafood is completely different than what you tried over there at in Jersey or whatnot. So yeah, was it a lot, was it hard getting used to that type or no, you were just kind of like, yeah, what it is, and just started tearing up what you could.
As a college football player, man, I mean, you got to gain weight and lose weight, so you really just have to eat what you can. And if you're a gainer, I was a gainer when I first got to college. Yeah, man, you just really eat whatever you can see for real.
Yeah, it's a seafood diet. Seafood, eat it, kind of a thing. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
my diet in college was ramen noodles, and Wendy's.
There you go. So you got a comment here from Texans 22. I mean, as you could tell, we're Texans fans because we're here in Houston or whatnot. So Texans 22, really great podcast. Also, guys, they are very informative. They have a lot of guys, a lot of great guests there, and they do such a great work. So please go check them out at Texans 22 podcast. Again, they have a lot of like NFL insiders and a lot of NFL analysts, and of course, the great John McClain is in there once in a while as well. Check them out. But they wanted to ask you a question, Mayan, and they said, well, not ask you a question, but they wanted to comment on that. They said best defense since Rutgers has had it since 2012. You got to feel good to be a part of that.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, we really, like I said, we really were just committed to winning, and we just spent the time. We took extra time after practice just to get them together as a defense and just watching film, and just working together every single day, man. I think that's what the big part of that. And even on like the nights before the game, we're still watching film in the hotels together, just going over calls again and again and again, and just making sure we're spot on with everything. So when it comes to the game, everything flies. It's just simple. Just go play violent and fast, and that's the only thing you really have to worry about, because all the X's and O's, that's embedded in you at this point, because we repped it so many times, watched it all the time, and yeah, man, it's just a great group of guys that are really committed to winning.
That's awesome, dude. It's definitely helpful, especially when you had, when you get a close knit group of people, and then, and then you go out there and show like you guys said, one of the top defenses, if anything, that Rutgers has seen in a long time, and just you guys just go out there and dominate and kill it every single game. That's got to feel just tremendous for you guys, man.
I mean, when you're really training like that and studying like that, you're able to trust every guy behind you, every guy beside you. So it's really just easy to go out there and just let it fly, because I know my brother has my back. I know he studied just as much as I studied. So we can just go out here and have fun and have a day. Yeah,
oh, for sure. So what's your so I know you were talking about some plays and stuff like that you had. So what's your technique for like memorizing and teaching yourself new plays before like an upcoming game when you're kind of looking down at film and stuff like that?
Yeah. So for our defense, it was mainly we installed like our base calls and stuff, and then depends on how our opponent is playing, we'll tweak it each week, and so it's really up to you to learn that and make sure you know those adjustments. It's not too many, but sometimes it can be, and so when that happens, you just got to get extra time in, extra reps in, and once you get in that groove of doing that, you're gonna become it's routine just to learn all that stuff. And okay, the next week comes, now you're going to do the same process in order for you to remember it again and play that well. Because the main thing is you don't want to let your brother down. So
right, yeah.
So that's really the main thing. And if you care about your teammate in like how we say we do, then you're going to put that time in. And you don't want to be that guy. That's something that we always don't want to be that guy that didn't prepare enough. And it's out there because it really matters. It matters on Saturdays. So
yeah,
you don't want to be that guy. And yeah. That's what we do.
There you go.
Oh, so I got a two-part question. So let's go back in time a little bit. When did you first start playing football, and at what point did you realize that I want to do this for the rest of my playing career?
Yeah, my first time playing football, I believe, was in 2006 as a little leaguer. And then, but my dad, he didn't want me playing. If I was gonna play, he wanted to make sure I took it very seriously, and that's something I wanted to do with my life. Because my dad, he had played in the NFL, and
Yep.
he has gotten some issues like physically after playing and everything, and so he just wanted to make sure that I was really serious about doing this with my life. And I remember this call was like when I was a little kid, and he's like, "Are you sure you want to do this, man? Are you sure you want to do this?" And I'm like, "Yes, I want to play." And then, like, finally, we ended up doing it, and I mean, everything was off from there. Oh, other than that, I've always been a fan of football. My dad wouldn't let me play, and finally, he let me do it once we had that conversation, and it was everything. Everything went off from there.
Nice. There you go. Oh, I thought you said a two. Oh, that was part of your two part.
What's the second part?
Yeah.
Was,
Well, I guess when did you realize that you wanted to pursue it as like a career?
Okay. No, I always wanted to be an NFL football player. Ever since I seen my dad play, I mean, man, it's just something I wanted to do with my life. And I know it's not forever, but shoot, I'm living out my dream right now, getting ready to go to the NFL draft, and man, I'm just
yeah. There you go. So let me ask you something. So, not to go back, we were talking. You mentioned a little earlier when I asked you that question about daily, like some of the things that you used to like study film or whatnot, and you mentioned that you don't want to be that guy or whatever, right? Did you guys ever made either like competitions with each other, like, yo, if you miss this tackle, you have to do this, or yo, if you're basically in somebody else's highlight reel, then you got to do this or something like that. You got to run. I don't know. You got to do so many amount of push-ups. That's kind of a thing. Did y'all ever like do that with each other to keep yourselves competitive, or did y'all not?
No, for sure. We had something. It wasn't really said, but we had this video
that you can say just to give you a heads up that you can say.
We really had competitions of like who could stay in the facility the longest. And
okay.
So let's say we get done with practice or whatever. It's like, so who's going to be in the training room doing the most in the training room? Or who's going to be in the film room doing the most in the film room?
Yeah.
Who's going to be getting stronger after practice in the weight room, getting something done with our weight room coach? And it's like, it became a thing where, like, if we seen somebody leave the facility, and we're like, oh, you're leaving already? That's what you're going to do?
Oh, you gave him passive aggressiveness. Oh, so you must know all your plays then.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you must be stronger than everybody here for you to leave. It's like, all right, guess
I'll be more like,
I'll go some weight. I'm sorry.
Or I'll be like, how long were you in the tub for? How long were you in the ice bath for? Oh, 5 minutes? Oh, okay, I was in for 10. It's like
oh, you were there for 5 minutes? I could tell based on your last game, and you just walk away.
Right,
like, damn.
Everything's a competition. Yeah, right. I love it.
Yeah, that's how we just keep each other on edge, and just pushing each other to be the best that we can be. That's all it is. It wasn't a toxic way. It was just more of a healthy way of just pushing each other and getting better.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, definitely. You have to do that to keep yourselves, to keep that motivation going. And obviously, I mean, and you get to see it anyway, like on your performance on the field as well. You put in more reps. It's basically you get what you put in at the end of the day, right? And it's apparent who's doing their stuff and who takes it seriously, and then who also doesn't take it seriously. So at the end of the day, yeah, you're able to tell, of course.
So I know you said your dad played in the NFL. Like, were your favorite teams like the teams your dad was on, or did you have like a team that your dad didn't play for that you kind of rooted for?
Yeah, as a kid, it was definitely the Buccaneers because my dad played, and it is still the Buccaneers. But there was a small spurt in time where I was like a huge Larry Fitzgerald fan, and I became an Arizona Cardinals fan. I know you guys are Texas fans, so.
All right, well, this interview's over now. It was great having you on, Mayan. I was specific.
Yeah, but I mean, there's just something about Larry Fitzgerald that I enjoyed watching, and that was about it. But I'm definitely a Buccaneers fan.
Yeah, no, it's
yeah. No, Larry is super underrated as a receiver, man. Like, he was one of the best, and just never got the look because he never got that Super Bowl ring at the end.
All right, yeah.
Yeah. Did you now that was I think it's your turn, Riz. I'm sorry. Did I take yours?
No, that was my question. I asked what teams you followed. That's your turn.
So did you always like you're a defensive lineman. Is that the position that you kind of always wanted to play, or did you want another position before you're like, all right, I'm gonna settle with on the defensive side?
I just felt like I did have aspirations to score touchdowns and dances in the end zone and stuff like all the other players, but I mean,
you still can.
Yeah, you never know. But, nah, man. I mean, I always played defensive line whenever I played, and I just fell in love with the game and how it plays in the trenches, man. I mean, it's not really a glory position, but hey, man, I love it, and this is what I would choose to do.
Hey, man, a lot, and yeah, no, it's one of those positions where, like, and like for the people that don't really watch the game and they're like, you drafted a defensive line. Same thing goes with the O line. If you draft somebody in the O line in the first round, or somebody in the on the D line, like in the first round, most people, or the common fan, were like, oh. Instead of like, oh snap, we got it, whatever. And so
it's not
like the wide receiver.
It's not the sexy pick, like
is that the? But at the end of the day, I mean, look, as Texans fans, and it's funny because you mentioned the Cardinals, we had a guy named J.J. Watt. You know what I mean? And so while he was like here in the city of Houston, when we drafted him, they booed him. Like there was video of people booing him when we first drafted him. Right? People.
For the record, we are not one of those people.
We were not. I guarantee you, because we were drunk. No, we were just we were intoxicated. No. Honestly, it was a pick that just, I guess it did it. It wasn't as I think. What did people want at that time, Rios? Was it I can't remember exactly what it was in 2012.
No,
2012.
Well, they wanted us to draft Nick Fairley, which played the same position basically. He's on the D line.
Just a different, I guess.
And he had a more heralded college career than J.J. Watt did. But I guess with his combine performance, it actually boosted him a little bit above Nick Fairley. And at the time, we had Wade Phillips, and Wade Phillips fell in love with him. That was his pick. Like he wanted him on his D line, and I would say it worked out pretty well.
And supposedly, like Wade Phillips had wanted JJ since like when he was looking at him since like he was in Dallas. So imagine JJ Watt as a Dallas Cowboy. So that was kind of weird. But nonetheless, like, what's that?
I said that would have been crazy.
Yeah, insane. But no, that but like I said, it's going back to my point. Like it, when you usually see like a defensive lineman, it's not always like the big pick, because most people just want the quarterback, the running back, or the wide receiver, the the person that puts in the touchdowns, But going back to that point, hey, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because like I said, guys like a JJ Watt, was able to revolutionize the type of position, and not just him, like guys like Warren Sapp, guys like you name it,
Chris Jones,
it's a position that now it's I feel like through time it's becoming such a very important position. You have to, they're evolving, the speed, everything is just, it's there. So, I mean, it's a great pick. I don't know. I just think the position is great. It's very underrated.
You got to have those guys in the trenches. That's what when you champions. Look at the Chiefs. They beat up their O-line, they beat up their D-line, and that's really what won them the Super Bowl.
Right. I mean, it really just works from like the trenches and back. I mean, if you don't have a great defensive line, then like linebackers aren't going to be able to see clearly, and they're not going to be able to make the plays that they make. And then if that doesn't happen and nobody gets any pass rush, then the defense are going to get cooked and they're getting touchdowns. So
exactly. It's like a chain of command, really. It's like a chain. Like if you don't have a good D line, your linebackers suffer, and then your corners are going to suffer as well. Like it's just how it is. No, 100% agreed. Yeah. Rios, I forgot. Is it my turn or your turn?
No, it's my turn. So I guess in today's NFL, is there a guy that you kind of try to model your game after, or like take some pieces, try to add to your tool bag, or?
Let's see who else. It has to be NFL.
No, in general.
It could be NFL, college, high school.
I would say this is. I would say Grover Stewart right now. He plays for the Colts and he plays nose tackle for them. And I mean, I feel like he's like a really stout, dominant player right now. He just signed actually a new contract and everything too. So I mean, I feel like that's what I model my game after, and he's just strong, and he's able to convert to the pass whenever he wants to, and especially in the run game. I mean, sometimes you have to take on two, especially in the one technique position. And I think he does a great job of that.
That's a good one. We see him twice a year, so that's definitely a good one, man. Like he's a big space eater. He definitely clogs up those running lanes.
So let me ask you this: since you know your objective now is obviously to go into the next level and play in the league, of course. So for you, what do you look for? I mean, obviously you don't have any choice of which coach you get, but what do you look for in a great coach? What do you think makes a coach, not just a coach, but a great coach overall?
I mean, I think a great coach is able to connect with his players, and I mean, I just think it's also just being able to not only be coachable, but like if I'm able to ask the coach questions and be able to understand the jobs that he's asking me to do, and be able to go up to him and just ask him some type of little question that could help me improve my detail within the job. I feel like that's a great coach for me, and that's all I really need is just somebody I can talk to, be able to get back and forth, so I can really learn the details of the job, and so that way I can execute it as good as I can on the field.
Yeah, no, it's a great answer. We asked that question to every single prospect that we have on just to make sure, and a lot of it is just exactly like what you said. I think what being I think as a coach, and I've never been a coach, but I'm just saying it's always good to hear from everybody, so that so people can know, like, I think as a coach, being open to your players and listening to what they have to say goes a long way, and like, hey, because you never know, like you said, a small, minute question can actually probably help you fix an ongoing problem that you've had going on for the past, whatever, could take care of the misconception or whatever, So yeah, that's a great answer. I love that.
Yeah, just something simple as just checking, hey, so how's everything going? Just something simple like that, like, because you never know what someone's going through, and just knowing that someone's actually, you have their ear and actually care what's going on, like that means the world. Like it goes a long way.
Right, definitely does.
Real.
So so sticking with coaches, what would you say is the best advice you received from one of your coaches? It could be at any level, middle school, high school, college.
Yeah. Best thing I've learned is just preparation. Just preparation. I've learned that from Coach Giano, and he goes into detail within all that stuff. But it's really just you're always going to be confident when you're prepared. And the people who aren't prepared, they probably didn't prepare as well as they could have. And I mean, being prepared always gives you a chance to be successful. If you're going into anything in your life, I feel like if you're prepared for it, you're going to have a better chance of getting a better outcome. Not every time you're going to get the result that you want, but it'll probably give you the best chance to reach that result, if that makes sense.
Yeah. 100%. So let me ask you now on this question, go all out. All right. So how would your coaches and your teammates describe Mayan Ahanotu?
I feel like they would say he's a leader, consistent. You're going to get the same guy that you see every single day, make jokes, you know what I'm saying, but also be serious at the same time, because I felt like I had a good understanding of what our program was trying to achieve, and I was going to hold that standard, but I didn't have to be a tight a-hole to do that, if that makes sense. I can connect with my guys and still have fun, but when it's time to crack down, we got to crack down, because it's just college football is super, super fun. Funny, too. A bunch of characters in the locker room. You can imagine 120 guys in the locker room and just jokes all over the place. And it's just like sometimes you need to be able to have that person that can shut it down and really get down to business. And I felt like I was that person for him. And, yeah, that's all I can say about that.
There you go. That's what's up. Leadership. There you go. Open to people, and at the same time being jokeful and being there, and but like you said, able to shut it down whenever it needs to be shut down or whatnot. So I like that. All right. It's funny, after I asked that question, once like a couple of your teams like, hold on, give me 1 second. About to hold up, wait a minute. Pause.
Like, I can't stand that guy. He's a terrible human being.
You know what he did the other day? No, I was kidding. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, so it's in the spirit of that question. So talk to us a little bit about you. What do you like to do in your downtime when you're not training, when you're not watching film? Like, what do you like to do for fun? Like some hobbies of yours?
Yeah, I mean, I play the video game sometimes, so just get on with my friends, and I spend time with my girlfriend and my dog. I mean, I'm really just a simple guy, honestly. I love watching movies, and yeah, that's pretty much me, man.
All right.
So, PlayStation or Xbox? This is an
I've
important
been
One
question.
right
on the
answer.
Xbox for the longest time, but my girlfriend got me the PS5, surprised me for my birthday, so I had to make that switch over. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't regret it.
She sounds like a keeper.
No, it should,
No, it definitely is.
right?
She sounds like a keeper.
There's only one right answer, and it was not Xbox.
Oh,
Clearly Nintendo.
you got the PS5?
Yeah. How are you at Mario Kart?
Oh, I haven't played that in a minute, actually.
All right, cool.
got
Finally, somebody's ass I can kick. No, I'm kidding.
Here comes the blue shell.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, yeah, we love asking that question just because whatever, we'll see. But yeah, it's been like unanimously PS5. Like there's no other
There's yet to be a staunch Xbox support. I've yet to meet one. Like it's like, yeah, well, they have Halo. Okay, what else they got? Oh,
yeah,
and it stops there.
Good games, and like I feel like especially with the PS5 that just dropped, like it took it to a whole nother level. I feel like because like when I first opened it up and played that Spider-Man 2, I was like,
oh man,
I was blown away. That's what really hooked me to it, because I was like, okay, if they're gonna throw games out here like this, then I don't know what to say. I gotta stick with it.
Yeah, no,
you made a wise choice.
You made a wise choice, yeah. All right, so I gotta ask you on this one. So with that being said, like you said, you like to play your video games. You like to play video games. You like to, spend time with your dog and your girlfriend, of course. So, how that's during your downtime. So we know that. I mean, everybody lives differently, lives their life a little differently. How important do you think an athlete's public image is in general? How important is public image?
I don't know if it's that big of a deal, because there's some guys that you see on the court or on the field that you never hear about. But
yeah,
there's some guys as well that choose to go that route and try to hone in some endorsements, some sponsorships and stuff like that, and just being a public figure just for the public, just to be on social media with them and engage with the fans and stuff like that. I think it's very important, if you're going to step in that direction, to make sure you understand what you're posting, you understand what you're putting out into the social media world, and also how you carry yourself in the world, because like there's eyes everywhere now. Everybody got phones. You're always on camera. So I would just say make sure you know what direction you want to go in, and always just treat people right. I mean, it's not really that hard. But we've seen people just get caught up with a ton of stuff, and then obviously getting canceled and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's but hey, yeah, that's just how it is. But that's what we.
If I was famous, my persona would be Kenny Powers.
Reels would get canceled immediately.
I was about to ask.
I remember we were like
every game with an American flag draped around my neck, like I am an American. Canceled with quickness.
Anyway, yeah, so there's that. No, we I remember when we were trying to go live, we're going live. What? Rios, here's what I need you not to do. No, man. Hey,
this is a long list.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, man. It's I think the public image, nowadays it's like it's so important, just because, hey, like you said, you never know who's watching. Anything you do, and it's always like out of context too. Some people will post like, look what he's saying, but then you only record a certain part or whatever. And so yeah, it's the public image, I think, is important. And just like you said, how you carry yourself, is a good one. So it's a great answer right there, man. All right, so we're in the last 15 minutes of this thing. So we're gonna do a little bit of NFL trivia with you. Let's test your knowledge real quick. And hopefully you could beat smart ass Rios over here, who claims to know a lot of the NFL. So it's gonna be
a fountain of useless knowledge.
Okay, the reason he knows so much is because he was around the time where the NFL was born. Okay, so that's because he's that old. Look at him.
I I invented the leather helmet. You're welcome.
Yeah. Hey, I might need your ARP for something later on. Okay, I'll let you know. All right. So, all right, give me 1 second. Let me take care of this. All right. So it's 5 rounds, Mayan. So it's basically 5 questions. If you best out of 3 obviously wins it. And that's about it, really. And you gain some new information that you may have not known before. How do you call it? Did you know that the Lombardi Trophy weighs only 7 pounds?
No.
Right? Doesn't that look heavier than you?
It looks heavy.
If these are the kind of questions we're gonna get, I don't know if I'll be in good shape.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Don't worry. I'm on your side. So I want every time Rios loses, an angel gains his wings. Just know that. So
Well, so far only 2 angels have been born.
So far, only 2 angels have been born. That's a problem. All right. So let's go with this one. All right. So Mayan, do you choose to what is it? Do you choose to defer to Rios over here, or do you wanna go first?
No, I'm deferring. I need to think a little bit.
Rios. All right, let's do this. And don't worry, I try to give him the harder ones just to stomp him a little bit. So you're, like I said, I'm on your side. All right. Rios, who? Okay, there you go. Let's throw him for. Nope, that's not it. Sorry, sometimes I have to look at these questions and be like, I don't like these. Okay. Who? Nope, that doesn't make sense. No, I asked that question last time. Sorry, I wish I would have analyzed this. Oh, Rios, what year? You should know this because you were born around that time. What year was the NFL founded?
Oh shit. I'm gonna go 1905.
Ooh, that's a good one for some reason.
Final answer?
Yeah, because I have no idea. Just throwing a number out there.
You lived through it. You lived through it. It was during the Prohibition era. You know, you were doing the Charleston and stuff like that, bro. 1920. Yeah, 1920.
Wasn't too far off.
So there you go. You got one up on him now, Mayan. If you get this next one right.
All
right. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. I'll piggyback on that one. Which 2 current NFL teams have existed since founding the year 1920? There are only 2 teams that remain that were part of that.
The Oilers.
And if you want multiple choice, I can give that to you.
Oh wow!
He's determined to make me lose.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Is the Houston Oilers one?
Like you, so it's 2 teams. Do you want me to? Do you want me to give you multiple choice?
Oh yeah, give me multiple choice. I'll take.
All right, cool. All right, Eagles and Patriots. Okay. The next one would be Cardinals and Bears. Okay. Texans and Panthers. And if you need me to repeat it again, I'll do it again, okay? And Browns and Ravens. I'll repeat it again. I'll repeat the question with the multiple choice. Which 2 current NFL teams have existed since the founding year in 1920? Option A, Eagles and Patriots. Option B, Cardinals and Bears. Option C, Texans and Panthers. And option C, Browns and Ravens. Sorry, D, Browns and Ravens. And I could always repeat them if you want. I'm determined to make Rios lose.
Is it the Browns? Is it the Browns one?
So Browns and Ravens?
I don't know if it's Ravens though. I'll just go with it.
You sure? Positive?
Yeah. I know.
Final answer.
Yes.
It's the Cardinals and the Bears. Cardinals and Bears.
Cardinals? Really? Oh.
Yeah.
never
Oh,
notice
dude, the
that.
Cardinals are like the oldest team. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If
Oh.
I'm not mistaken, it's the oldest team in the NFL, Cardinals. I would have assumed it was like the
Wow.
Packers and stuff, but no, it's the
All
Cardinals.
right.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was thinking. Packers and Bears, but okay. Well, learn
Yep.
something new.
And I knew the thing is, if I would have put the Packers there, it would have confused the mess. But I was like, no, never mind. I'll make it easy. Okay, so round 1, 0-0. All right, round 2. Okay, Rios, this one's for you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. We got. Ooh. I don't want to give you too much of a harder question, but well, whatever. When did the NFL overtake the MLB as America's favorite sport?
Man,
Here, I'll give you a multiple choice too if you want. Ready?
yeah, because that's a
Six,
freaking long window.
60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
I'm gonna go with 90s.
Final answer?
Yeah.
No, sir. Early 70s.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Shit. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
There you go. Early 70s.
That's crazy.
All right.
I'm learning more than I'm answering.
So, yeah. All right. No, I'm gonna save one for Rios. All right, Mayan. How many teams are in the NFL? If you want multiple choice, I can do that for you.
Oh, 32.
All right, final answer?
Yeah.
Yep, Mayan got it.
My bad.
That's right, Rios.
As I know.
There you go.
go.
Oh, you're so gonna lose, Rios. Don't
I
worry.
have a feeling.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I got you. Don't worry. I'll make sure I give you a good one. Okay, Rios? An easy one. Rios, have NFL? No, that's not it. What year did the NFL require to wear helmets? It's an easy one for you. It's an easy one for you. What?
1920?
Final answer?
Yeah, because I have no idea.
No, wrong. What a loser.
Oh my goodness.
What a dumbass. I thought you knew this. 1943, by the way. That's when they required to wear helmets. 1943.
So they weren't required to wear helmets for 23 years?
No, they were wearing the leather heads, dude. The leather stuff.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. You ever seen like an old clip of the NFL? It's probably, and they're wearing the leather helmets. It's probably before. It's most likely before 1943. All right. All right, Mayan, your turn. Oh, this should be easy for you. Ready? I mean, so difficult. How many NFL teams are located in Florida?
3.
How many?
3.
Okay. You want to name them or?
Yeah, Dolphins, Jags, Buccaneers. Am I missing one? No, there's no way I'm missing one.
No, just final answer or?
Yeah, that's final answer.
All right. Mayan says 3, and the answer is 3. Yes, sir. You got it.
That's light work.
There you go. Damn. Rios is losing. What a loser.
What's next? After the man who invented the football?
Actually, no.
Yeah.
All right. All right. As of this particular survey, which God knows when that happened, Rios, what is the most valuable team up to date in the NFL? Worth the most?
The god awful Cowboys.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Since you are losing horribly, if you can tell me by how much without Googling, I can give you an extra point.
How much?
Like the actual value of it.
Like 7 billion? Yeah, I have no idea. 7 billion? Sounds like a good number.
7.6.
Oh.
Oh, come on. I was close.
I don't know, man. It's leaning towards the 8 billion closer if you think about it. It's after the half mark. All right, you know what? To make it interesting, I'll
Give
give
it
Reels
to
the
him.
next one.
I want. Let's get one tiebreaker question in.
Yeah, we'll count that one for real. So as of right now, since I gave Reels that point, it is. I think it's a tie game right now.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right, round 4. So you both got 2. All right, Mayan. All right. No, that's okay. Who are the only brothers to win the Super Bowl MVP?
Who are the only brothers to win the Super Bowl MVP?
Mm-hmm.
Like they both won it? What are you saying?
Yeah. Who are the two brothers to the only two brothers? So think of a group of brothers, 2 brothers that could have been Super Bowl MVPs. Not necessarily in the same game, but they've actually won what do you call it? Super Bowl MVPs before. I can give you a hint and multiple choice if you like.
Yeah, let me get multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Okay. Your multiple choice question
I only know 2
are.
sets of brothers.
Say it again.
I only know 2 sets of brothers that I could even think of in the NFL.
All right. So Travis Kelce and Rios. What's the name of the guy just retired? I just can't think of it right now. Huh?
Jason Kelce.
Jason Kelce. There you go. Okay. Then there's how do you call it? Eli and Peyton Manning. And finally, Stephon Diggs. And what's the other one? Sorry, I just ran from the Cowboys.
Trayvon Diggs?
Trayvon Diggs, yeah.
Trayvon Diggs, yeah.
Yeah. So these are your Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce, Eli and Peyton Manning, or Stephon and Trayvon Diggs.
The Manning brothers. I'm gonna go with that.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. 3 for you, Rios. If you get because of that last point, if you don't get this one, Mayan wins. Over. So I'll make sure you get an easy question.
No, you're not.
Let's see. I promise you, you'll get. I'll make sure to get you a good one. Okay.
No, you're not. You're gonna be like, how many tempos are on a football or something ridiculous?
Okay. Among the 10 NFL dome stadiums, how many have retracted? How many of those have a retractable roof?
Damn. I think just NRG.
Do you want any multiple choice?
Yeah, let me do multiple choice. That's a hard one.
Sure.
Yeah, that's hard.
No worries. See, I'm here to help you, Reels, too. All right. 1, 2, 5, or 3?
I'm gonna go with 3.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Wrong, bitch. Yeah, Mayan wins it. Mayan wins it with 3 points. 5, actually.
Wow.
Really? Oh, okay.
There's 5 with a retractable roof. I know 3 off the top of my head. I know that they have the Atlanta one, I think the Minnesota one, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong. Yeah. The ours, obviously, that's 3. And I want to say the LA one, SoFi.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys one.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So I probably got those wrong, but it doesn't list it on the thing. But yeah. Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, teamwork makes the dream work there. I mean, you won it all by yourself, bro. That was good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rios. Mayan, is there anything you'd like to say over your victory over Rios here?
Oh man, that was fun. It was on different difficulty levels, but it was still just fun just playing. Glad I got to take home the victory belt for the night.
There you go.
Right,
There you go. All right, Rios, you suck. Try harder next time.
I'll do better. I promise.
Yeah, you should. All right, Philly special. I think we may have covered this. They have one last question for you, Mayan, and they're asking you, Mayan, who's your favorite NFL team? Only one acceptable answer. This guy's clearly a Cardinals fan because it says Philly special cards. See, that's why he's a Cardinals fan.
My favorite team is the Buccaneers. I'm born and raised in Tampa, Florida. I love the Bucs, man. I've been watching them since they had their hard times. Seeing them win the championship is just, man, I don't know. There's something about being from your hometown and just got something to root for.
Dude, wouldn't it be great if you got the call from Tampa Bay, just like your hometown team and yeah,
that'd be crazy. Especially I still got all my family here and stuff. It's just, that would be amazing for real.
There you go. All right, so let me ask you this. Let's say you get the call, which, we're rooting for you and everything. You get the call, get into a team. What's the first thing you're going to do?
Thank God. Yeah, man, I don't even know. I'll probably I might cry. I might just yell in just happiness. I don't even know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
Just know it would just be a blessing, man. I've just been working at this my whole entire life. Just to get the call, that would be just God's doing, man. I would just be so blessed.
Yeah. No, 100%, dude. And you know what? And over here, I feel, we had a great show with you. We, we got to know you more, and more people that saw this got to know you as well. You seem like a really cool, down to earth kind of guy, and you have your head well centered as far as your leadership skills and all that, and your, highlights kind of speak for themselves. So honestly, we're wishing you the best of luck, bud. We're on your side, and we hope to see you in the team, this season, and, we'll be rooting for you. Even if it's not a team that we might not like, but whatever, we'll even
if it's the Cowboys.
It might be the Texans. You never know. We're looking for we can never have enough defensive linemen in our Texans. There you go. And if you come to Houston, we're going out to eat. We're definitely tearing it up. Yeah.
Let's do it.
There you go. All right, man. Well, and then Texas 22 says we'll all be excited for you when it happens. Yes, sir. Exactly. Hey, man, shout out to V and then the guys over there at Texans 22 podcast, man, for real. Hey, man, that's going to be our show. Stay tuned for the rest of the week. We got a few more prospects coming in and joining us as well. We'll post the videos. Some of them, we did it over the weekend, and so this will be a lot of fun. So, hey, man, check us out. All right, so guys, please follow Mayan Ahanotu on his Instagram account. Posted at Mayan Ahanotu. Follow him up and just follow his journey as he goes into the next level of professional football. It doesn't matter where it's at, but man, you got to follow this guy. He's going to be one of the greats. And of course, follow his Twitter account at M Ahanotu. Follow him up on Twitter or X, whatever. Again, Elon Musk wants to call it today.
It's always going to be Twitter. I don't care what letters he gives it. It's going to be Twitter.
There you go.
He can change it to X, Y, Z. It's going to be Twitter.
Right. There you go. And of course, another great show, man. Thank you guys. Texans 22, man. Great stuff from you guys. Always showing you guys support as always. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Just Fans 22. If you're watching us, hit that subscribe button so we're able to provide you with better content and provide you with more special guests where you can actually ask questions, as well as we had a few of our guys just ask questions to Mayan, man. Thank you so much. Don't go just yet, Mayan. We're just going to end the show real quick, and that's going to be it. Anything else you'd like to say to anybody out there, Mayan?
Appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for the questions. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. See y'all next time. Peace.
Southwest A-League, Texas, throw down here and it's so infectious. We ride for the Houston Astros, Rockets, Dynamo, and them Texans. If you ain't never been down here, we're ruling up number one, you gon' respect this. Just fans in my speakers, new one drop, they bout to bless us. I might right through the SWAT, playing just fans right through your spot. Look, and I don't know what you thought, but right here, dog, we gon' rep the squad. Got H, you might fit it, then on my jersey, you gon' know.